My Twitter handle is the Stressbender. I firmly believe that it's actually our younger people that are dealing with a higher level of stress than their parents ever dealt with. As technology evolves, there are so many more individual things that you have to navigate, and trying to multitask is actually causing so much more stress in people's lives. Why Tai Chi? What can Tai Chi do for you? It's not just this physical exercise, this gentle exercise. That's like the tiniest sliver of what Tai Chi is about. Tai Chi is a physical practice where you teach your body how to manage stress, letting your mind tune in to the feelings of tension setting into your body. Most people don't realize how much tension they hold in their bodies. If you tune your mind to become aware of how the tension is setting in, where it's setting in, and letting that tension relax, then you eliminate stress from your body. What is stress? We use that term a lot. What is it? It's your body's reaction to things that you need to do. If your body didn't have a negative reaction to it, there wouldn't be stress. It would just be something that you need to do. It could be one thing, it could be many things. Your mind is part of your body. When your mind tenses up, your body tenses up. That physical reaction is what you feel in that stress. A lot of stress management techniques approach it from the mental angle. Mental exercises to help you calm your mind, very hard to do because a lot of times that exists great on paper and in theory, but when you need to actually not be stressed in that stressful situation, your body still doesn't know how to apply it. So Tai Chi comes from it from a different angle, from the body's angle, the physical angle, because the mind-body connection works the other way as well. If you can feel that physical sensation of tension setting into your body and can relax that tension, your mind will come along for that ride, and the tension in your mind will relax as well. We're gonna do some practices so you can see this in action. Bring your arms up and hold your arms out in front. And just do this for just a little bit to notice what it feels like in your shoulders and your arms when we hold our arms out. Notice the feeling. Is it getting a little bit tense in those shoulders and arms because you're exerting a little bit of effort to keep the arms out in front? So we're just trying to be mindful of how our body feels. Relax. I want you to move in a different way. Usually, when we move our bodies, we use our minds to control the motion of our body. So our mind will control the muscles and the muscles move us. That's probably what you were doing when you were moving your arms up and down. You started the motion up with your shoulder. The shoulder would move first. There's a little bit of a contraction, a little bit of tension. You use those muscles to come up and to hold your arms out here. If I did this for longer, you would have felt it get tired in your shoulders and your arms. If somebody put their hand on you, they would feel these muscles contracting. I want you to move in a totally different way. It's really not even moving. We're going to learn how to move, not by controlling our muscles, but by intending a movement to happen, but we stay relaxed. This is teaching your body how to relax, how to really relax. You don't control the motion. Arms just stay relaxed. The shoulders don't move at all. Now, imagine the hands resting, elbows resting, your arms are up, but the arms are just resting. You're not actually using your muscles. So that's just a very, very simple exercise just to give you that awareness. You don't need to control the muscles in your body to make motion happen. Every motion can be done one of two ways. They both have the same kind of results. The first way that we did, you will feel if you use your muscles to control the movement, you still get that same final destination, but your arms will get tired. You'll feel that tension. This other way, where instead of trying to force the movement to happen and control it, you just let everything stay relaxed and you just feel like you're floating. You still get to that final destination, but it's in a much easier way for your body. It's this concept that we take into our whole entire bodies when we do Tai Chi. There are two ways to move. When you shift your way forward, you can push off of the back and your body kind of launches up and forward. Step, push yourself off and come forward. You'll feel there's just this little bit of instability when you do that. I want you to practice moving in a different way. Come back foot flat to the floor, the knees a little bit bent, and the front toe is up. We're just going to hold this position until your body can really notice the tensions that form in that front ankle. A lot of tension is going to start building up in this ankle. Moving by yielding instead of moving by pushing. Instead of pushing off the back leg, we're going to yield forward. Find that tension and release that tension and follow that motion forward. Where are the tensions in the body? Am I connected? My head, my chest, my legs. Am I lifting from the shoulder? Do I feel my shoulder tensing up? What about my back? Is my back tensing up? So if you're able to do these motions in a relaxed state, in a connected state, with your mind connected with your body, then your body has a certain level of baseline relaxation. If your body knows that the shoulders have to stay down, because if you're doing this movement and the shoulders stay down, and you're practicing this over and over again, and the shoulder knows how to stay down, then in every situation where that shoulder will kind of find its way creeping up, it will go down on its own, letting your mind not get so tense because your body isn't that tense. So it's like reversing that pathway to help calm your mind by calming your body.